It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in the neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well stay. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Hi guys. Well, do you recognize our library area, a quiet place to be in our classroom? Well, remember, I'm Miss Tammy. And when I came in today, I noticed the puppet show is sitting here, and there are words written on the front of our puppet stand that says the 3 little pigs. Now, if you remember, I read you a story about the 3 little pigs, and there are sometimes different versions of stories. All of them aren't the same, but it still has the same characters and pretty much the same storyline, but there's a few little differences. Today, I'm going to read you a story. It's a different book. You can tell that the pictures are different on the front. There are different authors. I'll show you the story we did before. Oh, it's on our table over there. Hold on. We'll walk over here and get it because I want you to see the difference. There are 2 different stories, and there's 2 different versions of these stories. This 3 Little Pig book is written by, it's retold by Bonnie Dobkin. This 3 Little Pig story is written by Paul Galdone. So 2 different authors, and they wrote them 2 different ways. So we're going to read this one and think about the differences in the stories. And while I'm reading, Miss Angie has found some friends that are going to come right here in the window. Puppets. All right, so let's read the story of the 3 Little Pigs, this version, and see what happens. Let's see how different or alike it is from the first story we read. It says, The 3 Little Pigs, a Folktale Classic by Paul Galdone. Once upon a time, there was an old sow with 3 little pigs. Now that means she was a mommy pig. She had no money to keep them, so she sent them off to seek their fortune. And I don't know if you can see, but that mommy's crying because her baby piggies, her little baby piglets are leaving. Well, the first little pig met a man with a bundle of straw. And he said to him, "Oh, please, man, give me that straw to build me a house." So the man did. And the pig built his house with it. And along came a wolf. And he knocked on the door and he said, little pig, let me come in." And the little pig said, "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in, said the wolf. So the wolf huffed and he puffed and he blew the house in and he ate up the first pig. Oh my goodness. And the second little pig, he met a man with a bundle of sticks and he said, "Please, man, give me those sticks to build me a house." So the man did, and the little pig built his house with them. And then along came the wolf, and he said, little pig, let me come in." "Not by the hair on my chinny chin chin." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in," said the wolf. So he huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed, and at last he blew the house in and he ate up the second pig. third little pig met a man with a load of bricks. And he said, "Please, man, give me those bricks to build a house." So the man did. And the little pig built his house with them. He's working hard. Soon the same old wolf came along and said, little pig, let me come in." "Not by the hair on my chinny chin." And you know what that wolf said? "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in," said the wolf. Well, he huffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, and he puffed, but he could not blow the house in. Wow, look at that face. And at last the wolf stopped huffing and puffing and said, "Little pig, I know where there's a nice field of turnips." "Where?" said the little pig. "On Mr. Smith's farm," said the wolf. "I will come for you tomorrow evening, and we will go together. We will get some turnips for dinner." "Oh, very well," said the little pig. "What time will you come?" "Oh, at 6 o'clock," said the wolf. Well, the wolf went away, and the little pig, he went to sleep. He got up that next morning at 5. He went to Mr. Smith's farm and got the turnips before the wolf got to his house. "Little pig," the wolf said. When he came back to the house, he said, "Are you ready?" "Ready," said the little pig. "Why, I have been back there already and back again. And I got a nice pot full of turnips for my dinner." The wolf was very angry, but he thought of another way to get the little pig. So he said, "Oh, little pig, I know where there's a nice apple tree." "Where?" said the little pig. "Down at Mary Garden," replied the wolf. "I will come for you tomorrow at 5 o'clock in the morning, and we will get some apples." Well, the little pig got up the next morning at 4 o'clock and went off for the apples. He wanted to get back home before the wolf came, but it was a long way to Mary Garden. And then he had to climb the tree, and just as he was climbing back down with his basket full of apples, he saw the wolf coming. And the wolf came and he said, "Little pig," the wolf said, "you got here before me. Are the apples nice?" "Oh, yes, very," said the little pig. "I'll throw one down to you." And he threw the apple as far as he could throw. And when the wolf ran to pick it up, the little pig jumped down and ran home. Well, the next day, the wolf came again. And he said to that little pig, "Now, little pig, there's a fair in Shanklin this afternoon. Would you like to go?" "Oh, yes," said the little pig. "When will you come to get me?" "At 3, said the wolf. He went from 6 to 5 to 4. Now he's at 3. Well, the little pig went off at 2 o'clock and bought a butter churn at the fair. He was going home with it when he saw the wolf coming. The little pig jumped into the butter churn to hide, and the churn fell over and rolled down the hill with the little pig inside it. Why, this frightened the wolf so much that he turned around and ran home. Later, the wolf went to the little pig's house and told him what had happened. "Oh, this great round thing came rolling down the hill right at me," said the wolf. "Ha! I frightened you then," said the little pig. "I went to the fair and bought a butter churn, and when I saw you, I got into it and rolled down the hill." Well, that wolf became so very angry. "I'm going to climb down your chimney and eat you up," he said. When the little pig heard the wolf on the roof, oh my, he hung a pot full of water in the fireplace. Then he built a blazing fire. Just as the wolf was coming down the chimney, the pig took the cover off the pot, and the wolf fell in. And the pig quickly put the cover on again and boiled the wolf up and ate him for supper. And the pig lived happily ever after. And that's the end of our story. Now that was a lot different from the first version of the Little Pig story. In our first version, none of the piggies or the wolf, nobody was eaten, right? So this story is an older version of the story. And different people tell stories in different ways. You could probably ask your parents or grandparents to tell you the story of the 3 little pigs, and it would be just a little bit different from each of these. So I hope you liked our story, and come back next time to see what other activities we have for you. Bye.